Hello and welcome to Totally Booked
booked right now. Yay! Woohoo!
Well, here we are. I always I say hello and welcome already, and then I want to say it again.
Yes,
after that.
I know.
Yeah, hi.
Welcome again. Yes.
Hi. Be nice to us. I was gonna say today we're doing a bookmark episode. We needed a break from
Akatar. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just a little break. Yeah, we figured it's a perfect timing. We can talk about the books we read in June and July, and our favorite and least favorite romance tropes.
Yes.
We have a list. I'm sure. I don't know. Yeah, we just want to catch up. I haven't talked to you so long.
I know, it's been so
just
long.
For funsies.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I know. And I was thinking, it was funny when I was like, if we're going to talk about tropes, then I was like, we probably do need to preface this with romance book tropes specifically.
Yes.
Because that is 99.999%.
Are there tropes in other books? Just kidding.
Yeah.
There
are. I guess. Yeah. Where do you want to start? You want to start with books
I don't know.
first or tropes first? Okay.
I figured. How's your reading been?
You know, I was kind of looking back through before we started this, and I was not particularly satisfied with a lot of what I read in the last 2 months. In general, there was a couple highlights for sure. So I think I'm really just going to kind of talk about some of the ones that went really well, because even when I was looking back through, I'm like, I don't even really remember what happened in that book.
Right. Right. And there were a couple that we read together. So
we did.
Well,
I know.
There's 4.
Yeah, a lot.
So,
I know. So should we start with, why don't we start with, so the first one that I wanted to bring up is just because we had just started this book in our last bookmarked episodes, but it was Because I Killed Him.
Yes. That was the first book I finished in June.
Oh my gosh.
It was really good.
Was such a good book. I mean,
I liked it a lot.
I did too. That was like, that was probably a 6-star read for me for my first one of the year. Like, it was above. I mean, I don't know. It got me in all the feels in all the right ways. And it was something I hadn't read in a while that it really made me excited about it. So
yeah, it was a refreshing story.
It was.
And I never really pay attention to what a book is about, especially if it's viral somewhere. And I'm just like, say less person that I don't know that tells me it's good. I'm going to read it. So I didn't realize there was like a romance aspect to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the romance was so good.
I was crying. Over seashells. And then I made my mom read it, and she texted me and she was like, the seashells. It was just like in all caps with exclamation point.
Yeah.
She loved it too. Oh, I just loved that book. And I cannot wait.
Yeah. I don't know. They probably don't even have a release date. They just released it. And I was like, bet you can find it on Audible. And it wasn't even on Audible yet because it's so new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll read it.
I know. So good. So if you are, we kind of talked about it on the last one, but it's kind of it's a romantasy. It is, if we were given it a chili pepper rating, it would be 0 chili peppers.
Yeah.
Absolutely 0.
Nothing happens. Right?
Uh-huh. And then I would also say that it's like, you talked about it last time. It's like The Great Gatsby meets The Hunger Games and Red Rising, basically. Right. Yes.
Is it like a dystopian, would you call it a coming of age?
Yes. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah.
Ugh, Academy.
So
yeah. Right. You kind of couldn't predict what was going to happen next.
No. No idea. And it really left off on quite the cliffhanger, and things could really go multiple ways with the way it ended.
Things are going to get tense.
Yeah.
The next ones.
So
anyway,
good.
6 out of 5.
5. Yeah.
I was going to say 6 out of 10. No. 11 out of 10. We recommend stamp of approval.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. And it's on Kindle Unlimited. So if you have that.
Yes, very much
Snatch
so.
it up.
Mm-hmm.
One of my other friends was texting me about it, and she was like, she clearly wrote it wanting a movie to be made about it or something. And I was like, I mean, I guess.
I mean, it would be visually very stunning.
Yes.
It would be very cool. Yes. Yeah.
I could see, right. I was kind of imagining like the glitzy Leonardo DiCaprio, Great Gatsby.
Like that version of it.
Yeah, yes. Exactly. Like that style of.
Yes. Whimsical and bright and over the top. And yeah.
Really like sharp, I guess is the word. Like, like everything.
Yes.
I don't know.
In high detail. Well, because it's a very like intense story too. So like the imagery would be like, or the setting, I guess, is even what you're trying, like the set, where they, I don't know how to describe it.
How the camera, the people in focus are like sharp and I don't know.
Almost like I'm thinking of in the Hunger Games when they went to the Capitol is kind of a little bit of the imagery I got from the way it was described a little bit. With the hover cars and like the, or the more unique modes of transportation and stuff. It's just very, yeah. Loved it. Loved that book.
Yep. It was very good. I would tell my mom to read it, but she has told me that some of the episodes she's listened to of us talking about violence in books, she's like, it's too much. I had to stop. So I was like, oh, okay.
Well, that one's kind of violent. So
yes.
Yeah. They fear for their life quite a bit.
Right.
In different scenarios. Yeah.
I know. It is tense. Okay. But anyway, yes, that is something that you should read if that sounds interesting to you. And then Just for the Cameras, that was the next book I read. Is that what you read too?
Yes. I was gonna say that was on my highlight reel for sure. That was a good one. It was.
Yeah, I did like it. I gave it 4 flamingos.
Yep. Yes, 4 flamingos. I think I texted you at one point. I'm like, all right, some of this grumpiness is a little over the top for me.
I think this is a great book for us to use as examples of tropes later.
Exactly.
I was thinking about this one for things. So it is a romance. It's by Megan Quinn. Sorry.
Megan Quinn.
Melissa Quinn is a girl I knew in college.
Hey, Melissa.
Yeah. Hey. She's definitely not listening to this. But let's see. Yeah, it was cute. I want to talk about that more later.
Yes, definitely.
For show. Should we just keep talking about the ones we read together?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we read 2 for a book club. So one was Heart the Lover by Lily King and Yesteryear by, is it Caro Claire?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Caro Claire Burke.
Yeah. And Heart the Lover, I was surprised that I enjoyed it as much as I did. It is not a style of writing or book that I would maybe normally pick up, but well, and I know you didn't, but I cried a lot. I sobbed.
Don't forget.
Sobbed. I know.
I'm dead inside. I'm just kidding.
So
I definitely teared up. It just didn't get me. I feel like sometimes when people tell me they cried, I anticipate it too much, and then I'm ready. Like my heart has been hardened against the thing. I'm like, oh, something bad's gonna happen, and I'm like geared up for it.
Yeah. And I kind of went in blind. I don't know that anybody from book club had sent in our group, or actually, no, Casey did. Right? Didn't she say that she had finished it and she cried?
Oh, yeah. I think Elise said she cried too, but maybe it was after you finished it.
Yeah. So
everybody cried.
Yeah.
Well, except for Megan, she didn't like them. She was like, I didn't care what happened to any of them.
They deserved it.
Yeah, it is an interesting. I mean, it was an interesting like writing style. It felt sort of like, I don't know. We've kind of talked about this before, where sometimes I don't even know how to really explain it, but like there are times where you're reading a book and you feel like you're standing next to the characters as you're reading the book, and like then there are books where you feel like you're floating above the characters, looking down on them. And I feel like Heart the Lover was looking down on them.
Yes. Just an observer. You didn't really feel. Yes, it was not. I don't know how to explain. Well, and I had a hard time. I usually have a hard time, I've found, with books sometimes that are written like this, because when I read it is like watching a movie in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that one, it did not get super descriptive with people, places, or things. It was really much more,
yeah.
much more about kind of, I mean, I guess she was a little more descriptive about like the professor's house, for example. I mean, that I was like, oh my gosh, what in the animal house is happening right now? Why are they hanging out at this professor's place? But that was one of those where, yeah, just you kind of felt like removed from the story, like you were just a bypass. You're just a passenger on this versus like kind of being in the story with the characters. Yeah.
Yes. And these aren't related in any way, but I just thought it was interesting that we read a book like Great Gatsby-ish at the beginning of the month. And then her character's name, they nickname her Jordan, like from The Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
And then you don't learn her name until the very end.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That was interesting. That was, yeah.
But yeah, talk about a miscommunication trope.
The biggest of miscommunications I've come across in a while in a book. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was good. I gave it 4 stars.
Me too. Yep. Me too.
Or whatever. Too. So, but yeah, I've heard mixed reviews on it too. Like,
yeah, I was just talking to a friend last week, and she said that was like the first book that she DNF'd this year. She was just like, I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't connect. Yeah. I couldn't get into the writing style, and I'm like, I do get that. Actually, it was a tough one for that.
Yeah, it did also remind me of, which I know you haven't read, but The Secret History by Donna Tartt, because it's just a bunch of weirdos at school. Donna Tartt, Secret History is totally different. I mean, it's just like that same kind of vibe.
Sure.
But yeah. The Secret History is crazy.
Is it okay?
It's hard to get into and stuff, but they kill a guy. I don't know. Some shit happens.
some crazy things. Some crazy things. Yeah.
Some crazy things happen in that one. But yeah. And then Yesteryear. I want to talk about crazy.
Yeah. Literal psychopath.
Yeah.
That one. Oh my gosh. That was, I mean, when I was reading it, it's one of those where I was like, I don't know if I hated it or loved it. I still don't really know.
Right. I mean, you're supposed to hate her.
Her, yes. Right. The writing was great. Like the story was great, and the plot twist I was not.
Yeah,
I don't know
how to see it coming either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed that a lot. A lot. So yeah. That was a good one. I mean, it just kind of makes you stop sometimes and think about, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. If you haven't heard about Yesteryear, I'm impressed about your, ability to not be online. But it's like about a trad wife influencer and like kind of a peek behind the curtain of what she actually, I don't know. It's like she felt autistic to me. Like there's some sort of disconnect. She didn't like really feel emotions, but she was like, I am supposed to do these things. And so she like checks off all these boxes.
Yeah.
This little like homesteading thing kind of falls in her lap, and she makes a business out of it.
Yeah, just being an online. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Experiences like a psychotic break.
Yeah. Yeah.
It also, I mean, like you've read Gillian Flynn, right? I mean, she wrote Gone Girl, Sharp Objects. What is it? Dark Matter? No, not Dark Matter.
I can't remember, but it also
there's one more. It's like Dark something.
It kind of even gave me like, not necessarily as like violent, but like Girl on a Train. Just like I could not figure out you just don't know until
right. You can't trust chapter. Anybody. Yeah. You really can't. Yeah, and the reason it reminds me of Gone Girl is just I don't want to give anything away. If you haven't read Gone Girl or like watched the movie,
you're missing out. It's
it's like it's one of those twists which I love, where you like you start to read it and you're like, wait a minute, and you got to like go back because I'm like, what did I miss? Like, Yeah, it was
It's
so
probably
crazy.
one of those on the reread that you pick up on a lot more stuff. Like
Yeah.
There's Easter eggs that are hidden that you don't,
Right.
realize
Yeah,
until
for
then.
sure. And it's like you never get the twist back, so we can't give it away.
Mhm.
But I was gonna say, but just that idea, like in Yesteryear, kind of made me feel like this with Gone Girl, where it's like if you, all of us know about Lacey Peterson. I mean, that was like I feel like a defining case of like our
Mhm.
millennial selves, but I didn't really. I think I was too young to like really know stuff about the case. But then
Mhm.
they recently released that Lacey Peterson documentary, and by recently
Mhm.
I mean like in the last 5 years or something.
Right.
But after reading Gone Girl and then watching the Lacey Peterson documentary, I was like, the elements of Gone Girl are it is the Lacey Peterson case,
It
right?
is.
And so just
Yes.
the idea of like, what if this is what really happened? And so
Mhm.
Yesteryear gives that same kind of thing where you're like, what if all these Instagram influencers are really living this kind of life,
Right. It makes
It's
you
like
wonder, and
fan
it's
fiction.
it's like
Fan
that
fiction of
ultimate
influencers.
it is. And it's like that unreliable narrator thing that you end up
Yeah.
getting too. It's like, and that was part of with Yesteryear. It's like you're reading this and you're like, does she not see how crazy? Like she doesn't think she's crazy, and I'm reading this. And I'm like, you're crazy,
Right.
kind of thing. And it's like you're trying to spin this and make me like you, and I don't think I like you. And then it just got worse and worse and worse.
Yeah. And I feel like I don't know why I just had a lot of sympathy for her. I was like, I feel really
her
bad
situation.
for her.
Yeah.
My
And
one friend is
honestly,
like, I hate her, and I was like, I can see where she's coming from. It's a system. It's not her fault.
well, and then not only that too, but like Caleb, like if you look back, what, how did he allow things to get to that point? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I mean,
well, this goes back to my thesis. Men are not natural leaders. They just want to be told what to do.
And
so he was just fucking living it up. She's like, we're going to do this thing. And he's like, oh, I don't have two brain cells rubbed together. So sure. Honey.
Yeah. And being a teacher was not manly enough for her to accept. So
I know, that was really sad.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
That was sad for him.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, Yesteryear was good. I gave it 5 stars.
I did.
Just because it was so like interesting and compelling.
Yes. Not like a reread, but it was really good. I enjoyed. I mean, I enjoyed the roller coaster ride that it was.
Yeah, it was a ride.
Sure.
You should read it because it's a fun ride. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
For show. Yeah. Okay. What else did you read that was good or really bad? You can always tell me about bad stuff too.
I know. So, I just started Project Hail Mary because I have not read that yet.
We started watching it last night.
You did?
And I have it on audiobook, but I haven't listened to it.
Yeah. So I just I am trying to convince Devin to read it also. So I am reading it first, and then I'm going, because I bought the physical book. So then I'm going to give it to him to read after. Like, please
will he be able
to
take care of it? Is he nice to books?
Not really. So just gonna have to woo-saw through that whole process a little bit. But yeah, so I'm not very far in. I'm just a couple chapters in, but it's been intriguing and I've really wanted to watch it and the movie. And I know you're the opposite. You're like, I'd rather watch the movie before I read the book. And
yes,
I want to read the book well, and I think it's because I've been thinking about this. It's because since, like I said, I like the movie is happening in my head while I am reading it. So for me, like with that kind of thing is like, I don't want the spoiler of what the movie looked like to be invading what I am doing with my own imagination with the book. Yeah. So even though if that means I'm going to be more disappointed, for example, in the movie, then because if it doesn't follow certain aspects of the book as I would want it to, then that's okay. But I also don't, like when I talk to the kids, I was like, I really want us to read all of the Harry Potter books before I let you watch the movies, because it does influence what you think those characters look like. And, I don't know if you pay as much
Don't even let them watch the movies. They're a sacrilege.
I know. They're really not good, but they
suck.
Love them. I know.
I don't know what I'm going to do when the show comes out.
I'm really having a hard time wanting to watch it.
I know.
I don't know. I have a feeling.
So I think about like the Lord of the Rings show that came out, and I didn't like it at all. We tried to watch it, and I'm just like, this sucks.
Yeah.
The acting was bad. Like, sure, like visually it was fine, but like I didn't like the acting.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to movie versus book, I was like happy that we started because and especially I haven't realized with myself too. I listened to Carl, the Dungeon Anarchist cookbook. So that's the third Carl book. But it was really hard for me to follow just listening on audio and I like listened to book 1 and 2. I've read them already, so it was much easier for me to follow along and stuff. But yeah, I've realized that I don't think I can listen to audiobook raw. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Unless I like really only listen to it like in the car or something.
Yeah. Did you hear that the narrator for those, he is officially cast as Princess Donut for the show?
Yeah, like, I'm excited for that show. I hope it's good. That'd be cool.
I do too. Who is that guy? I don't watch the show. I don't know the actor's name. I'm so sorry. But I have heard, I think he plays Jack Reacher, which is a show on Amazon, I think.
Recognize the name, but
I think that people have like fan cast him for Carl.
Let me see.
And I think it's that show. I'm pretty sure it's that one. Let me see.
Oh, yeah. I've seen people saying this too, but he's like old.
I know, because that's the other thing. Carl's like 27, I think, or something like that.
Something like that. It's like, come on. Also, I'm like, why do we have to get people with like, you have enough. Let's do some people that nobody knows about. Why aren't we finding like new, fresh talent? Let's, once again, I don't want to go back to the perfectness of Heated Ravelry, but
but it is perfect.
Right.
Absolutely,
and I mean, like,
perfect.
If like fucking Jacob Elordi or some shit was in that, it would not be good. Like,
it would not have been the same. No.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, so going back to I guess how we visualize what we read. I also, I mean, it's kind of like a movie for me, but I think it's like more abstract. So sometimes when like descriptions are really over the top and like technical, it's hard for me. I almost am like, whatever. And I just like let it be like a weird floating cloud and I don't focus. So sometimes it's helpful for me too, to like, especially that like I wouldn't be able to imagine like a space station or like a huge castle or like underground, whatever. So sometimes when I'm like, oh, that's how they did it. Or one that really sticks out to me is The Handmaid's Tale, because that's another like kind of abstract book.
Yes.
But like I read it, then I watched the show, and then I reread it, and I was like, oh, the book is like better now that I watched the show. And I can visualize stuff a little bit more. But anyway, so but yes, and then even Jared, like we started watching it and I had to be like, okay, pipe down, because he listened to the book and he's watching the video and he's like, the movie, and he's like, oh yeah, they really simplified that part. Yeah, okay, I guess I get why they did that. But and I'm like, can you shut up? Shh. Yeah, I'm trying to watch. And I'm like, you give me shit for being like, oh, I can't watch the movie, like they can't adapt something. And I'm like, you're worse than me. I've like chilled out in my old age.
That's just like thinking back to, because we did People We Meet on Vacation. And then because that movie came out. And I was like, oh, the book was so much better. I wish they wouldn't have changed some things. But then I was like, I was still satisfied with it. It's fine. Right. Like that kind of thing. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I did read, see, again, this was kind of dissatisfying. It was fine. It was called The Monster and the Sinner. And it was a vampire romance. And it was like, just kind of, meh. I mean, it was good. It was kind of about like, I guess what I had a hard time with this book is that it had very magical elements to it. And like they were just kind of brought up and then nothing was explained about any of it. I mean, it was like he came through a rip in the world that happened, but he doesn't know how, why, or when it occurred. You know what I mean? Like, there's just like some weird things where I was just like, we have to explain why the vampires are here in like, regular world. But then I'm like, I don't, this is dissatisfying. And then it was like fated mates, which is going to be a trope we talk about.
That is a trope. Yeah.
That is a trope. And so, but it was like a rebirth, like fated mates thing. I don't know. I just was kind of like, I don't,
yeah.
Meh. Meh. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't even look up the author's name for that one. I'm just throwing it out there. It just wasn't.
It's somewhere. Somewhere.
It's fine. Yeah. Yep. It is on Kindle Unlimited, believe it or not. Yeah. And then
I just say these last 2 months for me, I'm like, thank God I canceled my Kindle Unlimited because I read one book from Kindle Unlimited.
Oh, that's so funny. Was it Because I Killed Him, or was there another one on there?
Oh, yes, it was Because I Killed Him. Oh, no, and Just for the Cameras. But I was purposefully doing that because I canceled it in June. So I was like purposely getting through those. True. Yeah. So the only other one is For the Fans.
Oh my God. And then I think I just went through and I reread the last half of that book with you while you're reading it because I was like, oh, I love this book so much.
Yeah. That was a good one. Good one. Not what I was expecting. I just like sometimes the premises, like they just crack me up. Like For the Fans, like two stepbrothers who hate each other. They
have to.
They have to because well, first of all, their parents get married when they're like 14, and I was like, please God, let them age up. This can't start yet. So it doesn't start till they're in college. They just hate each other all of high school. They end up in college together. The dad goes bankrupt, and so to continue to be able to stay in college, they start an OnlyFans together. Like, that's just funny to say.
Yes. And then you're reading it and you're like, yes, this is your only option.
But you're reading it and you're like, this all makes perfect sense. Thank you for like this sequence of events. There's no other way this could have played out.
Yeah.
Just you gotta. Yeah, and then some of their hookups, man. Woof.
Yeah.
But it was always like, okay, make sure the camera's rolling because we don't like each other. Wink, wink. We're just doing it for the money.
Yeah.
But they go on a journey, man.
Oh,
the characters from the beginning of the book, they grow and change.
It's pretty emotional, actually.
Yeah, it really. Yeah, there was a few. I mean, there was at least one part where I was boohoo crying. Actually,
yes,
where I was like, oh my God, that's so nice.
I can't.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't want to give any spoilers, but when he hugs his dad. I mean, I don't think that's really a spoiler, but like, dude, I was like, I didn't see that coming at all.
No.
So sweet and nice.
I know. Oh my gosh. I think that just there's a couple of like lines in that book about like being the person that your partner deserves kind of thing, or like bettering yourself to be the person. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, the emotional, like just for how emotionally stunted they both seemed for so much of it, and then they just come out on the other end and being it's just, oh my God, I can't with them. I can't.
So, if you like romance and smut, and you haven't read this book, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. I feel like it's like smut 101.
Yes.
Like entry level. Yeah, it is intense. There was one, there was that one part though where I sent you that picture and I was like, what the fuck?
You're like,
I was like, no. Other than that, everything was totally cool.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yep. I know. I'm like, I might be blushing thinking about that book because it makes me blush. Yes.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yep. And then, I guess a somewhat honorable mention. I can't remember the authors' names, and I didn't write them down, so apologies, everybody. I'm trying to get it to pull up. But
God, you don't have your spreadsheet with a list of everything you read and the rating and the month you read it in, like someone?
No. So I read Unrivaled by Ashlyn Kane and Morgan James. It is an hockey book. Apparently, I just was really dying for some sports romance, sports romance specifically. This one was a little bit of I would call it a rivals to lovers in the title, Unrivaled, right?
Yeah. Dude, yeah. Even though we talked about this and you said it again and I was like, Unrivaled. But no, it's not the Rachel Reed one. It's a different one.
I know it's not Shane and Ilya. And maybe that was why I just was like, oh, let's read this. And I got really, really excited about it. And I texted you and I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. And then the next day I was like, no, it was okay. But it's not like, wow, great.
I totally get that too. And that's why I don't know. That's like when I get if I'm reading a fan fiction or something and I'm like, the spirit moves me. I got to make a TikTok about how good this is. And I'm like, I hope I don't regret it later because at least in this moment, I am loving this. So whatever, I get it.
I know. I was like, oh, one well-written scene. And I was like, Kirsten, this is great. And then the next morning I was like,
it's just fine.
It was just fine. It's okay. I mean, it was a good story. It was decent. I just, man, we've talked about this. Or we're going to talk about this. Miscommunication trope when it is contrived. I can't stand it. Can't stand it. And this book, unfortunately, had a huge one of those. And I was just like, I can't. One thing, I think I joked about this when we were doing our review of The Island, is that sometimes with books, I excuse their poor communication skills because they're both men. So you're kind of like, well, duh.
Yeah.
I know you guys.
Yeah.
This surprises nobody, but you know.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Yes.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I don't really. Here, let me go back through. Those were really just my honorable mentions, especially because, we've been reading A Court of Wings and Ruin, and that has taken up a pretty big chunk of my time. You know, with that's one of those. I have 3 books that I have downloaded on my TBR that I've caught myself up a little bit on our Wings and Ruin readings. And I can't read fantasy at the same time as another fantasy. That's why I had to read Because I Killed Him in like 2.5 days because...
See, you've been saying that. It's been like scaring me. And I'm like, can I do it? And I have purposefully like avoided another fantasy. And then I'm like, well, no, because I'm going to have to overlap Crescent City to get it done. You know what I mean? So it's happening. But I have this little mini TBR as well that I'm trying to get through before
then too. I downloaded Web of Vows and Vengeance, which is one that I think I sent you. It's like the green cover with the gold vines and like the knife and stuff.
I think so. Was it Mariana like jumping around? Is that why you downloaded it?
Yes, because I
TikTok,
can't.
Yeah. I know. I can't say no to somebody freaking out about a book. Tell me if it's good. I saved it. I've created a list on my Amazon of want to read, so I can just come back to those later.
Yep. So I did that one, and then I did A Requiem for Fallen Stars, which I saw on a couple of different people's things. That I think that either the second one like just came out, and so it kind of like it was like the
coming
duology,
back,
or the second one's getting ready to come out. I can't remember. And then I think I sent you this one too, but it was the Crown Me Dead by Liv Zander.
Oh, is that like the scary one? It's a duology. I've heard, I've seen stuff about it too.
Yeah.
Yes, I have it saved. I want to read it, but I'm like, isn't the guy dead? I'm scared.
I know. Well, I don't know, because the other duology that I read by that same author was the Feathers So Vicious duology. And I slammed the second book closed and did not finish it at 80% because I was so angry with the way that it ended. And maybe I should have went back and just finished it and gave it some time. But I was like, are you kidding me? I was so mad. so mad. I was like, I don't know if I can finish it. And so I didn't. And it had some very difficult content that I was ready for, but not ready for. So yeah.
I figured it was something like non-con or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which I know.
Yeah.
No thank
no
you.
Thanks.
So, yeah.
Get enough of that in real life. Not personally, but the news,
right.
you know?
Exactly. Yes. Don't need to. Yeah. I don't like that. Don't like it at all. So yeah. So what about you? What else did you, or what, tell me about this little mini TBR. What do you have coming up before you want to do Crescent City?
Oh my God, I have so many plans. Well, let's see. Learned something about myself. I got all of the off-campus books from the library. They all became available pretty much at the same time. So, and I was like, uh-oh, this is fun. Waiting for weeks for a book to become available at the library, and then you get it, and then you get to check it out, and it gets to, like, it derails all of your stuff. And I was like, wow, this is fun. I like this. So yeah, I read the off-campus books. So I read the first 4, which is The Deal, which is Hannah and Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
The Mistake, which is Logan, his girl. And then The Score, which is Dean and Allie.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! And then the 4th book, which is Tucker and his girl, which I just finished. And then there's a 5th book, which is like 4 novellas kind of like squished together, and it's like then catching up with them later. So yeah, I like the first 4. Book 4 is Pregnancy Trope. I was like, maybe that's why you stopped reading. So again, I want to kind of save these guys for our trope convo.
Yes.
Because I was like, oh my God, Pregnancy Trope. But like, I mean, I finished it. I like, like it just wasn't, I would be like, okay, time to read. And then once I started reading, it was fine, but it was just like not, it wasn't like, I have to read right now and find out what happens. It was just like, ugh. I just feel like the stakes are too high. Somebody's having a baby,
It is.
And then there's miscommunication, whatever. I'm like, oh, it's too real. It's too real. You're trying to go to Harvard Law. It's year 1 and you have an infant? They were just born. That's horrifying. No.
Yes. No.
I could never.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So, but then I've also been reading some short stories because I've been trying to like get through some of my shorter ones that I have on Kindle. And I read Abscond by Abram Verghese, who wrote The Covenant of Water, which I have not read, but it was just a little short story, but it was good. It's like about a boy and his father dies suddenly. So I don't know. It like made me tear. I was in the airport and I'm like, okay, don't cry. And then I just finished too the other day, The Last Father-Daughter Dance, which was another like these have all been like the Amazon first reads where and they're like, here's an extra short story, and I'm like, God damn it. But yeah, The Last Father-Daughter Dance was like so sweet. This girl, her dad is like in congestive heart failure, so she takes him to the farm that he still owns, but he hasn't been to in many years, but he wanted to like retire out there and do all this stuff, but like obviously he's not gonna be able to do that. And so they like go through all the months of the year, or I mean all the seasons of the year, and like reminiscing and making it special for him or whatever. But it was like a cute short story. So it's only like 50 something pages. Books. So those are sweet. And then I finally read couple Dramini's the last 2 months, but the one that was super really good is called Wait and Hope by Might Be Writing, and it's not on AO3 anymore because it's getting trad published. It comes out in like October or something. But it was really good, and there's like a whole universe of stuff. So Wait and Hope, Hermione wakes up from this like magical accident or something, and she has amnesia from like the last 6 years of her life. So she thinks it's 6 years ago and she's still like dating Ron, but no, she's married to Draco and she doesn't remember how this all happened. So he has to like make little amnesia Hermione like fall back in love with him.
Oh,
it's so nice. And then Beginning and End is like the next one in it, and it's way longer, but it's Draco's point of view. And it's like the actual story from 6 years ago when they met and fell in love the first time. And I'm like, I can't fucking wait.
Oh my God,
yeah,
love that.
that one was
love
really,
that.
really good. Yeah, so that's most of my stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I also read this bad one.
Oh yeah, tell me.
It was a short story, but it's called Guarded and Guilty, and it was like a military like menage a trois. Like, really short story, but it was just like, I think because it was like so short, and it was just like, you're like, oh really? This book is 30 pages long, and you love each other? Okay,
all right,
whatever. You know, it's just like, sure.
You can't make me believe it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too fast. I was just gonna say, I was going through. I just was looking. I was like, Tempting Venom by Rena Kent came out since the last time we talked about this, and I forgot that was not within our last bookmark, because I think it came out right after we did it. So I think I kind of spaced that one. But
yeah, on your trip, right?
Yeah, when I had no Wi-Fi and I could not download it until at 4:30 in the morning at the airport. I connected to the airport's Wi-Fi after I had no signal for 10 days and downloaded that book and read it immediately. Whew, that one was a roller coaster. Oh my gosh. Listen, Rena Kent and her listen, I know she does great writing for that kind of stuff. The dark, smutty romance. She's pretty good at that. And that one is dark and
she's
smutty.
in so I have Hunt the Villain, because I read, what's the first one? Kiss the Villain?
Yes.
Hunt the Villain. Yep. So then after I finish that one, I'll check that one out from the library. So I can have my little mini high of new book.
Yes. Yeah, but Tempting Venom was good. It was really good. It was yeah. It's good. That was a hockey one too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Okay.
Yes.
Does it take place in their same little school as all the other
ones? No. These ones, all of these take place like in New York City area.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. All of these ones in that little whatever Venom. Venom is in all of the names of these three, and I can't remember the first two. But all the guys, they play hockey together.
Oh, this is a separate series. Okay, because isn't she coming out with a third one for like Kiss and Hunt the Villain? Okay.
Yep. So they're kind of connected, because Kiss the Villain, it's Gareth, your favorite name in the whole world, and Killian, and he it's so the Venom series starts with Killian's cousin who is going to school in the States. So it's like Killian's family's business, the super rich, secretive importer, exporter. I'm like, okay, George Costanza, I'm an importer, exporter. But they're like global empire importer, exporters. But yeah, so it's like in the same world or the same universe, because they're all like connected people in some way, but it doesn't take place over at the fancy pants English scary school. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet. All right. Well, are those all our books? Are we talking about tropes now?
Let's talk about some tropes.
Yay! All right.
Okay. Well,
I'll let you lead the convo, because I feel like we agree on everything, and you made the list. So
okay. Well, I was going to first start off with the goat of all romance tropes, if you ask me, is enemies to lovers.
Yes. 100%.
Enemies to lovers.
I agree.
I love usually the banter and the tension that occurs between both characters when they hate or don't like each other. I feel like a really great example of this trope specifically I would say that romantasy, pretty much all romantasies, it's either hate, rivals to lovers, enemies to lovers, hate to love. Maybe they don't, maybe they're not like pitted against each other like kingdom versus kingdom or something like that, but they don't like each other, and it creates so much tension. And usually I always love in these type of books too when you get a change of point of view. It's like you read this chapter and one of the main characters is like, "Oh my God, I hate them and I know they hate me, me," and it goes to the next person. They're like, "I don't know how to control my feelings and emotions because I just I like them and I don't know why. And it makes me so mad that I like them and stuff." But
yes, so good.
Probably my favorite romantasy book that had this is called The Bridge Kingdom. And I forgot to look up who that's by, so I apologize. But The Bridge Kingdom, and it is a duology, and it is about so this girl and her oh my gosh. So this girl, and some of them are her sisters and some of them are her cousins. They all get sent to this island to basically learn and train to be assassins. And they basically, she ends up killing all the rest of them so that she gets picked to be the bride of this other kingdom. And her job is to go in and kill him and find out his secrets and take over. And it's called the Bridge Kingdom because this kingdom that he is the ruler of, it's this big, I never say this word correctly, so I apologize, archipelago of islands. You know what I'm saying? Like archipelago, that word. So but they're all connected by these bridges and they're and it's like this, it's really impossible to get like to the other side, like for trade routes and stuff like that. And so they kind of have, they command all of that. But the tension, I mean, it starts off with like, they're like both spying on each other and like neither of them trust one another. And it is so good. It is
Say
so
less.
Good.
I look it up.
Yes, it's so good.
Yeah,
so
I do.
Good.
And now that I know what enemies to I mean, I feel like I didn't know what enemies to lovers was, or that it had a name. You know what I'm saying? Like until I don't know, the last like 5 years, 6 years, like when you start being like, oh, this is enemies to lovers. So now too, like watching anything, you're like, oh, that's enemies to lovers. Like K-pop Demon Hunters. Enemies to lovers. Except they never become lovers. But
they
but
do,
you know, that same idea. What, like Aladdin, I mean, they're not really enemies to lovers, I guess, but it's like that, like, it's just fun to kind of go back to media and be like, oh, that's this thing. Or like Kylo, the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
The newest trilogy, enemies to lovers.
I mean,
everything's better. All Draco and Hermione stuff is enemies to lovers.
It is.
I mean, that's why I love it so much.
I know. I mean, some of my favorite movies that I can think of that have this from like growing up and where I know that this stemmed from, but like 10 Things I Hate About You. I don't know if enemies is really, but hate to love is definitely the theme there. You know, that, oh gosh. Or
and the like, he falls first. It's all kind of like connected. Mutual pining, like they hate me, I hate them. Or, you know, like, I know they hate me. They've told me a million times they hate me. But now I like him and I can't tell him. Like an opposite, you know, like she's made it very clear that she hates me. I can't tell her that I love her. I'm like,
I know.
Love it so much.
I know. And I think that's because that trope is my favorite. I think that's why I really do like sports romances so much, is because if they're playing on opposing teams, then, you know, or
then you have that forbidden love aspect where like there's going to be angst because it's like, we can't be together. This is not allowed. Like it's a secret. And how is this ever going to work out? And I can't tell my family, can't tell my teammates.
They'll not understand. How can you want to be with this person that is your rival? I mean, heated rivalry is enemies to lovers. Okay.
Yeah. I know. It's so good. Yeah.
And then
I'm trying to think if I was just thinking about off-campus books, if any of them. No, but I don't think any of them are like enemies to lovers. They have some other tropes in there.
Yeah. And I mean, like you could even say like what we're reading right now, ACOTAR.
Oh,
Reese and Feyre were enemies to lovers.
Yes. Even Tamlin and Feyre.
Enemies to lovers.
Trapped her, yeah. Then you have like forced proximity, or like he took her as a prisoner.
Oh, I know. It just and that's the thing. They all kind of come together. And it's been funny. We were joking. I was re-listening to, when we did Dark Lord's Guide to Dating.
Oh,
and I'm like, there are so many tropes that happen in that one, and it's like
that's also enemies to lovers. Yeah.
Oh
totally.
my God. Jealous ex-lover, the the enemies, or kind of to lover. It's that one is
right. And that one's like also forced marriage. Love a forced marriage.
Forced dating or fake dating, fake marriage.
Fake dating's my favorite. Like when we read Love Hypothesis, I didn't know it was fake dating. When I found out, I was like, I'm in heaven. I'm so happy.
It's so, that's the other thing. Bridge Kingdom, that's like forced marriage. Also, too, right? Like enemies to lovers, forced marriage. And you're just like, you guys have to work it out. I mean, like you said, like all Draco and Hermione.
That happens a lot in Hermione too. Forced marriage or like, I love it so much.
I love it too. I love it too. Oh, God.
Trying to think of tropes. I've just been thinking of, sorry that I totally.
No, you're good.
I've been thinking about Bloody, Slutty, and Pathetic. And I'm like,
I was just thinking about that one as well.
It's so good.
It is so good. It's so good. And I think that this next one that I was going to bring up, I have it in my favorites and least favorites, because if you ask me, friends to lovers is my least favorite trope. And then I don't know how many books I've read when they're friends to lovers, and I was like, oh, this is so cute.
Yeah, I know. Agreed. I was like, I completely agree. Like on paper, I'm like, ugh, friends to lovers. And then every time I'm reading, I'm like, yay, friends to lovers.
Because usually I'm like, if you guys are friends, there's like a reason that you haven't been dating or that you never got together. So why now? Like, it's sometimes I'm just like, I
know. I mean, I get the whole like, we're friends and I don't want to ruin that.
But when it's friends to lovers and one of them is in love with the other person, and then like beforehand, right? Like, we're just friends, and one person doesn't realize that the other person is like in love with them. And then the story progresses and you're like, oh, because you get the pining. It's the pining that we love so much. Yeah. And so then you're like, okay, so then you've got this one friend who's so pining after the other.
Right.
Yeah.
But I feel like so tied in with friends to lovers is miscommunication. Like on purpose. They're not telling each other how they feel. And you're like, for the love of God, just say it.
And I'm like, if you are such good friends, why are you not talking to each other about this?
But that's the one thing that I can't tell them. It'll ruin everything.
I know, but I can't do this because and it's like, but just talk, because
I know. So you get it, but then it's like, oh no.
I know. Or you're reading it like that miscommunication trope. Sometimes I'm just, when I really hate that trope is when it is the only cause of a breakup, a third act breakup in a
when
book.
You're like, all you have to do is be like, hey, I didn't like you that you did that thing. Instead they break up. It's like, actually, we shouldn't be together. I'm like, just tell him that it hurt your feelings that he was 5 minutes late. Just say that. Just say that thing.
So in Unrivaled, that one that I was like, oh, good. And then not good. Okay. Or not great. Okay. This miscommunication trope. One of them just ghosts the other one. Just stops talking about him. Assumes that the other person told a teammate of his something that was like personal, when really the context of what he said was not that personal. Like what he said was not, but they're hockey players, so they're chirping each other, blah, blah, blah. They're like making up that excuse or whatever. And then he's just like, well, I'm just not talking to him ever again. I'm like, huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? Right. Stop it.
Yes.
I'm going to block you. And I'm like, no.
Yeah. There's a miscommunication in The Deal, which is Hannah and Garrett off-campus book. Also something that are different in there. Like in the show, she gets really mad at Garrett for one, the guy that assaulted her, that raped her. he plays hockey in the show, and like him and Garrett get in a fight like on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
But in the book, it's like one of the guy's friends that testified like against Hannah, saying that she was lying basically in court, and Garrett attacks him afterward. She's not mad. She doesn't get mad, but then they end up breaking up because his dad is like, if you don't break up with Garrett, I'm going to cut him off, blah, blah, blah. And so instead of her being like, hey, your creepy, stupid dad came and told me this stuff, let's pretend to break up. You know, like you can just do other rational things. Like, and of course, it's like not actually a problem because Garrett is like, oh, well, my inheritance comes through, whatever. So they just break up for like, for no reason. The only good thing about it was that he was like, I don't believe you. And I'm not going to, you know, like he's just a persistent, like, I don't know. I want kind of jerk, but he's just like, yeah, I think you still like me and I'm not going to give up. And she's like, no, I really don't. But yeah, it's just like, why don't you just tell him what's going on? And then you guys can both lie to his dad together. That's fun.
Right. Like the meddling parents or like the forced breakup like thing.
Yeah. Right.
Is always one of those where like sometimes when you think about it, like, okay, depending on the age of the characters, sometimes I can understand them maybe listening to their parents or taking more of what they have to say to heart with some of these kinds of things. But then also it usually always comes down to, okay, so crazy psycho parent is telling, you know, significant other of their kid to break up with them, but don't tell them, don't ever and you're just like, what are you talking about? You know, like, I don't.
Right.
I hate that.
So dumb.
Yeah. Or just when any other side character tries to force one of the characters to break up with the other. Do you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Because I can get behind or I can understand, like, especially because sometimes it's like that same friend that's trying to tell you to like break up with some, like the good character, like the couple that you want to make it. When one of the main characters was dating a truly horrible person earlier in the book, and then that friend or that parent or whoever is like, oh, well, this new person is just like so-and-so, and you're reading it and you're like, they are nothing alike. Like, you know, you get so mad. You're like, no. And maybe it's because it's a dual point of view thing. Maybe it's I don't know. But yeah.
I know. Sometimes I feel like that's almost worse to have dual POVs when you have a miscommunication trope, because you know the other character doesn't want, you know, like they're just both miscommunicating to each other versus you only have one side of the story where you're like, well, at least we don't know what the other person's thinking.
Yeah.
When you're like, they definitely do like you.
Like love lettering. Like it was good that we didn't get his point of view, that it was all from hers, because I probably would have been even more riled. It would have been to a point of view. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, totally. Yeah. I was thinking about which one? People Have Been on Vacation. I don't know why I couldn't remember that for a second. Okay. You know, where his brother is like, yeah, and he almost proposed to what's her face, and she was like, oh no, Alex, it just. She starts to spiral, but then he doesn't let her do the third act breakup, and I was like, oh, yay! And then they have it later, and I was like, damn it. I know. Shit. But I was like, at least that like got worked out. And then I do feel like his that was not totally crazy. The third act breakup, you know, didn't feel as contrived.
I had that as like a micro trope that I always find, like it can be good or bad, but the meddling friends or meddling family members that I don't know.
I mean, it would be nice to I know we talked about this, like you need conflict.
Yes, you do. You have to, like, you understand, like, there would be no story if there was not some type of conflict and resolution, right, to said conflict. And that's why romance novels are predictable. If you are like me and you look at your little percentage across the bottom and you get a little nervous around that 70% mark, because you know.
Although now I'm like, no, it's actually at like 82%. That's when the third act breakup actually happens.
I know. I just mean 70% when everything's starting to go well, and you're like, oh,
and you're like, uh-oh, here it comes. Because I mean, I have actually, like, I know now too, like, I've seen some books where it's like they are advertised as no third act breakup. I'm like, you feel like the conflict, It could come from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or just make the burn slower.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's just wrap this baby up afterward. But The Mistake, which was Allie and Dean's book, had a third act breakup that I was actually like, slow clap for you, Allie. Good job.
Right.
Because did you read that one? You did.
Yes. Right? Yeah.
I didn't expect it to get so dark. Somebody dies and Dean does not handle it well, and he starts to spiral and like get super wasted every day. He eventually he starts doing drugs. He eventually misses Allie's like opening night for her play. And she's like, she puts up with it for a month, and then she's like, we got to break up.
Yeah.
Get your shit together. And I was like, yeah, that had to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like those are like the ones where you're like, okay, like I understand why you're doing it. It's fine if it comes to a point where you like get it, but it's just like if there's miscommunication or if there's meddling family members or friends, when you're just kind of like,
totally,
you guys broke up for no reason. I don't get it. There's an author of very, very silly romances that I do like to listen to me, that I do like to read. Her name is Lucy Lennox, and like every single series that she has is like multiple siblings, multiple family members, and then like their love stories throughout, you know. So every book follows a separate character, but it's like she picks like a funky small town with very eccentric in everything that, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So those kind of books were like, oh, I'm anticipating it. I know that that's what's coming, and like it's fun and it's silly, and you know that one of these characters is gonna fuck everything up, and you're like, okay, well, here it's coming, and I know it. Yeah.
I mean, at least ultimately it is all like low stakes because you're like, you're gonna get back together.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. HEA guaranteed. I do sometimes look for that, you know. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be sad. At least not for long.
I know.
Just for a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
What's next?
But segue. Second chance romance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hate it on paper. Usually love it when I read it. Also,
I know, yeah. There's times I just think it all depends. I mean, again, it all depends on like, is it written well? Am I in the mood, I guess? Yeah. I mean, it all ties back again to like pining and yearning, and because like second chance stuff, you know, they're always remembering like, oh, this blah, blah, blah. I do like it too. And it's like the dude where the girl's like, oh yeah, I'm sad about that. But they're like, I still love you. And I
know.
Cue the Quinn audios.
Whew. Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh. Those are so good. Yes.
I know. I want to listen to the new one that's out. I don't know. What's his face? He's cute.
I know. I have not listened to that one yet, but I need to. I need to make time because
the first one is out, so I keep like
calling them.
Waiting.
Oh yeah. The Allie and Dean one. I'm always like the Allie and Dean one. It's not Allie and Dean, but
yeah, no, I know.
It's so
Their names
cute.
are Nora and Jack.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
yeah, so good.
That one's really good.
The 3 Days in Galloway is also good.
I need to do. I haven't. Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one. And did you listen to Yes Chef?
I haven't yet. No, I need to so bad. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe on my to-do list.
Yeah.
For tonight. Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like I've listened to the second half of the second episode of Yes Chef like an embarrassing number of times. It's good.
No such thing. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Yes Chef, 3 Days in Galloway. Okay.
Yeah. So I need to what happened with the library books though is I had to end up putting my Kindle or my iPad on airplane mode. So you could finish. They started getting returned. And so that's another reason why I really want to finish those. But I think I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start reading tonight. The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy.
Oh, yeah. I have the physical one of that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
For
yeah,
sure.
the second one came out earlier this month. And so I have both of them now. And because they came out last year the same day as Rose and Chains. So I got them both.
Oh.
And then I started reading a little bit and I got distracted and I never finished it. And then I was like, well, the other one comes out next year and I'm just going to read them both at the same time.
There you go.
So I've been waiting.
Yep. I was at Target. And I saw that second one and I was like, oh, I haven't read that first one yet. I should do that.
Well, you know what those are based off of, don't you?
Yes, they're drum mining.
Yeah, they are, baby. I would say, I think it's the most famous one, but it's still on AO3. It hasn't gotten taken down because it's like, so it's different enough. It's like, not, it's like the vibe.
Yes, is the same, but not,
Yeah, which I guess leads me into a trope of not totally, like, kind of bodyguard versus thing, or like in Draco Malfoy and the Mortifying Ordeal of Love. He's an Auror that's like assigned to Hermione to protect her while she's going around finding these things. It's a good one.
That is a good one.
Weaponized competence. He's good at his job, and it's hot.
Because I was thinking kind of along, well, when you said bodyguard, I was like thinking of this, but also like the training trope, like in, and I was thinking of, I think Fourth Wing is a good example of the training trope.
Yeah.
So is Zodiac Academy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Zodiac Academy, that is enemies to lovers, forced proximity. That is like love, hate, love. That is friends to lovers. There is mistaken identity. There's 9 of those. There's 9 of them, and they're all like those last 5 or 6 are over 700 pages. So it contains multitudes of tropes.
That's fun.
Yes.
I think of Divergent too.
Ooh,
with training.
That's a good training trope.
Not that 4 like really trains her a lot, but I mean, there's training in the book, and he's watching her. And, helps her. He's like a mentor.
Yes, mentor mentee. That's a good one too.
Yeah,
because that's like forbidden. Like that turns into like the forbidden side of things, and you're like,
what else? Like Rowan trains Aelin.
Yep.
And he's not nice to her.
In any way, shape, or form.
He's like, you suck. He just keeps knocking her down.
Yeah. I don't think that this is a spoiler, but Silver Flames is a training trope as well.
Ooh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, Nessa's got to get trained up after the war, man. She realizes finally that she can't just be weak.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it.
Yeah, that one is a really good one. Trying to think of like Cruel Prince. I know that's on your list. That's like a I don't know if it's rivals. I don't know if it's hate to love, but that's like a political scheming, like the politics in that book and the scheming is really really good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I do also love that like love hate love type of trope a little bit too, where like fall in love, something happens, then they hate each other, and then they get back to it. So it's kind of like a second chance also. You know what I mean? Like,
yes. That is actually Logan's story kind of in the off campus. He hooks up with Grace, he fucks it up, and then he has to make amends.
Yes.
Yeah, grovel, bitch.
Yep. We love that.
Yeah, do my bidding. She makes a list and he has to do all these, he has to jump through hoops. That's like my friend Lauren. Hi Lauren, I hope you're listening. I talk about this a lot, but if a guy asked for her number, she'd be like, sure, write me a poem. Sure. Tell me the Pythagorean theorem. Like, make them tell her stuff. And I was like, that's genius. I love it so much.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. And then it's like,
give them
you got to have someone that's going to match your vibe then too. You got to find, you know what I mean? Like, let's not waste our times if you can't do this. If you're not willing to, then there's no point.
Right.
So,
Also,
I
you're
love that.
dumb. You don't know what the answer is. But yeah, that was always entertaining.
Yeah. I also think that one of my favorites is you can call it one of two things. You can call it the grumpy sunshine trope, or you can do black cat golden retriever. You can also say it as like he hates everyone but her kind of thing. Oh,
yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of think of like, Tommy Shelby.
Oh,
Kylo
I mean, I would
Ren.
even say that Shane and Ilya are kind of black cat golden retriever, or like grumpy sunshine. I mean, Shane is just more uptight than like grumpy, but
right. Well, speaking of grumpy sunshine, let's talk about Just for the Cameras.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Because that was it was a couple of tropes in there. So premise is what? There are these 3 players from different teams in San Francisco. And they
all different sports too. Yeah, like professional sports. Yes.
Yeah. So it was like football, baseball, and hockey.
And
they're all going to get their own books, but the first one is the football guy. But all the teams like suck. They're not winning, and so they're trying to get them good PR. So they hook them up with zookeepers at the zoo. And football guy, his name is what? Grayson?
Yes.
Graydon?
Or
whatever.
It was Graydon, and I hated it. Because I was like,
pick good
just
names.
Called him Gray.
Yeah. The dude, he gets hooked up, of course, with like a cute little woman who is like the flamingo zookeeper. And he was like so grumpy. And I was like, it was like making me angry a little bit.
Like to the point where I was like, I wouldn't even try to converse with you. Like it
got to the point where I was like, in real life, right? I would actually tell you to go fuck yourself. Like I would never try to get through that hard exterior.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was like, I'm like, am I getting too old and jaded for some of these tropes? You know what I mean?
Right.
For some that are like so over the top where I'm like, actually, no.
Yeah.
But I loved their like fake dating though, because she decides like, let's make us. Oh yeah. She's like, let's make a social media where like you teach me football and I teach you about flamingos and we post together. And I was like, I love it. Love that so much. So that was a fun one too.
Yeah. And that was cute because that was also kind of like this trope of like he's only nice to her kind of thing, or like she only gets to see the sensitive side of him, like that kind of thing. I think is like in that grumpy sunshine for sure. Like that is how it usually plays out. Like
yes, yeah, which
I
like, get.
Secret smile, or something like that. They always like say something like, oh, that's just his secret smile just for me, or he doesn't ever act this way. Yeah.
I think just in this one, it was like a little over the top where he's like wanting to beat up his teammates and, like, I'm like, be reticent and like quiet, but like have other friendships besides.
Yeah.
You want to kill, like literally kill everyone that's in your life except for, it's like, what?
Didn't I text you on that one and be like, this is not believable? This father-son coach dynamic that is happening in professional sports.
Yes.
Unbelievable. I'm not saying nepotism doesn't happen, but this is just insane, crazy pants. Like, absolutely cannot believe it in any way, shape, or form.
That was crazy.
Cannot.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, I love all I just love contrived tropes.
I know.
Or like, Allie and Dean. Yep. She's like, I gotta hide from my boyfriend. He's gonna stop by and try to get us to get back together. Everyone else is out of town, so I'm gonna go stay at the hockey house, and only Dean's home. We're alone together. Oh no, what might happen? I'm like, yay!
And I mean, like
that's when I love it. When I'm like, it's so dumb. In real life, you just be like, okay, well, I'm going to bed. Bye.
Yeah.
But no, they hang out.
Yeah. Something wild happens where they have to.
Right.
I mean, I think that I definitely joked about this when we were covering Mist and Fury. But the scene at the inn with only one bed left at the inn.
Yeah,
and you're just like, yes, this totally is exactly how that happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Any forced proximity, love it.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is funny in the off-campus show.
We need to snuggle for warmth.
Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah, that did happen in Miss Fury too. Yep.
Yeah.
They had to. They had to cuddle.
They just had to.
Feeling up his wings like a whore. Just kidding. She has
not really.
Women's sexuality is important and she can do whatever she wants. I was like, oh, and like off campus, the show where they had the one bed trope, but it is subverted, right? Because Hannah's like, no, you have the bed. And he's like, no, you have the bed. And then they both end up sleeping on the floor.
On the floor.
A little bit.
Yes.
That's funny.
It is.
That's what you expect.
Yep. The one bed, the one horse. Like, even joking, I was listening to Dark Lord's Guise of Dating when Casimir's like, my horse is lame. You have to ride with me, Arabella. She's like, your horse is fine.
Yeah. That's like another fun thing about fake dating is like they end up, it's like you're fake dating. So like, here's your room together because you're staying in this house with everybody else. You have to pretend. And so then you have to do this. Or like in the Love Hypothesis where her friends are like, oh, put sunscreen on him because you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend. She's like, okay, just.
Or it's like they have to
I love it so much.
They have to talk about or have the conversation of like, how physical are we going to be in front of our friends? Like to pull this off? Like, are we going to just hold hands? Are we going to kiss? And like, in off campus in the show, he's like, we can't like be dating and have you freaking blush and like run away every time I like touch you or like try to kiss you. And it's like,
oh no, we have to practice.
Okay.
Yes. I feel like in all of these dynamics, a lot of it is like another thing that I like of I'm able to be my true self with you because I don't care about you, or like we both know what's really going on. And so therefore I can, we can both talk like honestly and openly about blah, blah, blah. And then
it's even, or like
real person.
Right. Or you knew me at my worst or saw the worst side of me and you still love me anyway, kind of thing. And it's like, or you still fell in love with me anyway, or things about, just could not. Yeah. Like,
yes. This reminds me, did you ever watch Holiday?
Yes.
I think over Christmas I was like trying to convince you. Isn't it so good and cute? Yes, although I think we had talked about this maybe before where I was like, wait, because like she didn't keep it a secret from her family. They all knew that he was just her like her holiday.
Yes.
Like, what's the point of that then?
Yeah.
So that was dumb.
Yeah. Or just yes. Yeah. But that was a cute one. That was a good kind of fake dating or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess going back to Grumpy and Sunshine, I think I like it better when the girl is grumpy and the guy is like, nothing nothing bothers me or makes me angry. I'm happy all the time. I'm like, wow, what a fantasy.
Yeah.
Can tell this book was written by a lady.
Yep. And like, I think probably one of my favorite Grumpy Sunshine couples is God of Fury.
Oh,
Nikolai and Brandon. And I won't even tell you which one is which. You're just gonna have to
gonna ask. It's like, which one's grumpy? Which one's happy?
I know.
Wow. Yeah. No, God, I have so many things to read.
I know. I'm so happy you read For the Fans, though. That one.
I know. Yeah.
It's gonna be just stuck in my brain skis.
Veered off course. This is what happens to me. I'm like, yay.
I know.
Here's all my weird Kindle things that I'm doing. And then I'm like, actually, for the next 2 months, I'm not going to pay attention to that at all.
Yeah. So I think one of the last like decent ones that I think we should slow burn. Is that like really a trope or is that just a pacing?
Like all tied together.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's different levels of it. And it's tropey enough that you can say like fast physical burn, slow emotional burn, slow emotional burn, slow physical burn, or like vice versa. So there is that because like heated rivalry, that's a fast physical burn, slow emotional burn.
Yes. Yes, that's very true.
Type of thing. So,
mm-hmm. And I think that,
but yeah, we love a slow burn. It's all about the tension.
It is.
There's not tension. What's the point?
I know, because sometimes if it's too quick and then you're just kind of like, well, the payoff isn't as good. You want the tension,
right?
And sometimes, like you said, that comes in the form of emotional slow burn, where yes, because I think that one of my favorite little micro tropes is like if one of the characters is sick or injured or maybe just too drunk and they get called baby or sweetheart or or something like that from this other person that they're not really supposed to, that no feelings have been discussed, that's not known that there's actually any feelings there between them, but then that slips out and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Or like first name for the very first time.
Like if they've been last naming them the entire time, or like some
that is
mean
like
nickname.
A huge thing in Hermione too, because they always call each other Malfoy and Granger, and then
once that's
something happens, she's like, she's hurt, or he's trying to save her, he's worried. He says Hermione. That's her name for real. Yeah, I love it so much. Every time you're like, yes, the first time. Or they hear their name and they freak out and run away after having a delicious tuna melt.
Stop it. But they had not talked about real feelings, so I get it. I get it.
I just downloaded a fic that's like tuna melt Groundhog Day, where it keeps reliving tuna melt day over and over again. I don't know what happens.
I don't know.
But like somebody posted about it and they were like, I guess it's my own fault for reading this 4 days before my period starts or something like that. And I'm like, well, I'm going to download that.
It's so funny too. I was going to comment that I really do think it depends on where my body is at in my cycle, on whether or not I'm okay with some of these tropes, or whether or not I can get through it.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, feel that.
Yeah. I'm not, like, sometimes I'm just like, I'm not emotionally available for this type of thing. And then other times I'm like, this is too slow, or this is too fast, or this is like, so when we talk about the vibes and what you're feeling, like sometimes that really has to do with what you're feeling.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's why you should always be reading 6 to 7 different books at a time.
So you can just pick one up, decide which, I'm in this sort of mood. I totally agree.
Totally. What was another one? Oh, if like somebody gets hurt and they're like, who did this to you? Who did this? That's a good one.
That line.
Stop it right now.
I know. It's, oh my gosh. Especially when there's no established feelings beforehand. Maybe they're not even friendly yet. And then they're like, one of them's getting
nowhere else to go. You're the only person I could go to. And then they're like mad about it. Yeah.
Yes.
It's good stuff.
Oh, so good. I love that one. The who did this to you is just, I mean, it's, everyone talks about that one, but it is a line that gets the people going. It just
get the people going.
Because you're like, I'm ready for battle now too. I am so ready. Bring it on. So good. So good. Yeah.
Right. Or they have a nightmare. Somebody helps them. They they help them feel better after their nightmare.
Those are so good. Those are so good. Or even I think of pretty regularly the where is my wife line.
Yes. That happens in Wait and Hope. Yeah, because like Hermione wakes up in the hospital and Draco's trying to get in her room. That's my wife. I'm like, I levitated.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, love that so much. I really was thinking about this, and I was like, I think it's because it's that the tension creates the increased heart rate, the adrenaline dump a little bit, and then you're like, yes, I need to find out. I need to know. You need to save her, or something, however you want to look at it. Oh, it's just so good.
Yeah, it's all about the anticipation.
Oh, so good.
Right. Because I mean, yeah, again, like once they get together, the book's over.
Then it's which is fine.
Like right.
Some of those are like, oh, I'm fine with all of the tension and lead up to them finally getting together, and then it's okay.
Yeah.
Happily ever after, everything's fine. Or even
I know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking about Remain Nameless again, because that's another fic that I'm like, should I reread it? Yeah. Oh my God, it's so good. But like that's one where they get together and then it keeps going. It's fairly long, but like there's a lot of domestic like bliss stuff in there. And there's some other things that happen. But I was always like, he waits a long time to say I love you to her. And I was like, just fucking say it, dude. Just say it. And when he finally does, though, I was like, I'm so glad you waited. That was perfect. So good.
I know, because that's the other thing too.
God, I need to reread some stuff. That's another thing that's like, I'm like, they're good enough. Just derail my life. I gotta reread. You know what else we need to read? Freaking God. Okay, I'm so happy that we're reading ACOTAR. I really am. I am loving it, and I'm really excited to. We got to figure out how to just like have video running the entire time we read.
I know.
Together on October 27th.
I know.
We can edit stuff.
Yeah.
But it's really cutting into my other, reading other stuff.
I know.
But it's okay. It's a journey. And I think I'm now in a place where I'm like, okay, I know how to be fast about it. I forgot for a little bit and I'm back on track.
Yeah. We
doing a better job.
Yeah.
Fuck, what else? I was gonna say something else too. Shit. Oh, right. We gotta read. Fucking the Rights and Wrongs series. And then like that in the auction.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God. I'll read that in a week. All three of those books. Just sorry, I didn't say both.
You don't even total
no.
Yeah. Just take me away. Take me away.
I saw a video today on TikTok. It's like, how do you read so much? She's like, you think I want to be in this reality? What are you talking about?
That's like what I was talking to my friends about. Because, when we were in Vegas last week, they were like, oh, all the boys got up really early to go leave to play golf. And so us girls were like, what do we want to do? And I was like, oh, well, I didn't fall asleep. Back to sleep after Devin had left, and I'm in the middle of a book, so I'm just gonna read for a while. They're like, what?
No,
you're not watching TV? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, that is like hard on. I mean, obviously, I'm like, okay, I'm here on a trip to spend time with people. I have to spend time with people, but I'm like, this really sucks. I don't have any time to read. God, I don't want to talk to you. I can't wait for another book retreat. That was like the best.
I know. I'm ready. Let's go again. I mean, is fall too soon to just do it?
I don't think so.
No. It's so funny. I was like, gosh darn it. If ACOTAR 6 was not coming out on a Tuesday, I would say just go up and do that.
Okay, let's just go Tuesday through Sunday.
Yeah. Seriously though, bye. I know.
That would be so awesome.
I know.
Okay, let's see. Oh, all right.
I was gonna say
trope.
Yes, I was just gonna say least favorite trope, and this is like a combo, is either secret baby and pregnancy.
Yes. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. I was gonna bring it up.
Yes.
Yeah, secret baby. I don't know. I mean, again, I can read it if it's happening, but I would not go out of my way to like. I would read the back of a book and be like, "Oh, secret baby, yes, I'm getting that." But if I'm reading it and it's like a secret baby, all right, well, I'll finish this, I guess. Or like the The Goal, which is Tucker's book. I might just spoil. Are you going to read? It doesn't, and you read the end of book 3 or whatever, but like, okay. Yeah. So in book 3, Dean and Allie, he hates this girl, Sabrina. She's like his arch nemesis. She's in all of his classes because they're both trying to get into law school. And she hates him because Dean slept with his TA and got an A in the class. And he did try to like get his grade fixed and he, whatever, but because he's rich, the professor was like, a B- is the most I can do. Your dad will get me in trouble. But she is like poor and she's like, fuck you, Dean. So she's never gotten over the fact that like he was screwing his TA and she thinks that's why he passed. So they're nemesis. And then at the very end of book 3, Tucker comes in and he's like, he's been acting sketchy like the whole book too. They're like, he's definitely dating someone in secret. Comes in and he's like, I'm having a baby with Sabrina, which is Dean's nemesis. And I was like, bomb drop! That was crazy. So I knew going into book 4 it was going to be pregnancy trope, but I also kind of thought majority of the book would be like them dating, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then like maybe she gets pregnant at the very end or like the epilogue or something. Like that's when we catch up. But no. She gets pregnant pretty early. And I mean, so again, it was like fine. It just wasn't like when I was going in to read it, I was like, okay, all right, let's fucking go. And then I would start to read, I was like, I'm just going to see what's happening. And then I'm like, whoopsie, read for 45 minutes, so it wasn't like, it was terrible, but I'm not going to go out of my way. But then there were some other things that were like bringing up things with me with it where like it's like, I get it, but I'm also like, come on. I'm an avoidant person, but avoiding, I don't know, like talking about the fact that you're pregnant or like going to the doctor or telling your friends or doing like that stuff like bothers me. I'm like, you can't make it go away. Like you do actually have to figure this out. And I was like, how the fuck are you going to go to law school with an infant? That's actually crazy. She does it. Everything's fine. I was also like, it's going to be fine. It's a happy story. But then another thing that was like pissing me off was her being like, I've trapped him. I can't tell him I love him because he might just stay out of obligation. I'm like, it's his fucking kid too. And we know you get alternating POVs. So like, he's not like that. And then also once the baby is born, it's a girl. And immediately he's like, she can't go out and date anybody. I got to buy a shotgun. Never going to have a boyfriend. And I'm like, she's literally 2 days old. Why are you talking about your infant baby dating? Also, like, why would you want to deprive your child of like happiness and love and partnership and like regular human emotions and experiences? Like, it's just like, so that was like just pissing me off on like a different level where I'm like, first of all, it's gross to talk about children date. Like, why are you even thinking about that? And like, just because she's a girl, you're like, oh, actually, you can't do anything and have fun and date anyone. I can't let anyone, blah, blah, blah. And also now that I have a girl, like Tucker wasn't like this, but it's like, now that I have a girl, I understand that, like girls are people too. And I should care about what happens to them. But it's also like, you don't actually, you're right. Because, when men are always like, well, I have 3 daughters. So this woman getting raped and killed really affects me. Really? It doesn't just because she's a person? Okay, cool. Right. And then, I just like, that pisses me off a lot. Yeah. Or like, if you had a boy, you wouldn't be talking about all of that stuff. Or or being like, oh, my 2-day-old boy is going to really pull the ladies in 18 years. He's going to be a lady killer. 2 days old. Shut the fuck up.
It's so funny. I know. It's so
that annoys me.
I know. And and with the pregnancy trope, I feel like a lot of times is like, sometimes it just feels so like, okay, I'm gonna sound horrible. It just gets a little too real. If I'm reading a romance, like it is kind of a fantasy, and I don't need, I know that is the next step in the process. But for the most part, I enjoy the dating, the lead up, and then, you know what? If you give me an epilogue where it's 5 years down the road and they're married and they have a kid, that's fine with me. I don't care about that. But then it's when it's mid-story, or if it's like, you know, or sometimes when it's like epilogue 2 months later, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, 2 months? 2 months? This whole story took place over the course of 6. Like, what are we doing right now? Like, that drives me absolutely insane.
Yes. Yeah. So it was the whole, like, this is the straight on our relationship. I'm not sure if you really love me or if you just love me because I'm pregnant. And it's like, ugh.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Or like that word, like trapping them, or like,
oh my God.
I absolutely can't, like, if she feels like she can't be honest because she's worried that that's going to be his reaction, then sometimes especially if I read something like that, I'm just like, so you don't trust your partner enough to like not, you know what I mean? Like
right.
I
don't
know.
Of course, like weren't really dating, there's all of that.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, you're worried about him ruining his life. I hate to break it to you, but like your life is already ruined and you don't have an easy escape route.
Yeah.
Like this guy can just walk off.
Right.
Fuck that. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, this is getting me too worked up. It's too real life where I'm like, excuse me? Like, here's my argument for why this is unacceptable.
And I can get mad at a book over other things. I can get mad at a book for the miscommunication. That I can't do it.
Right. Yeah. Or to truly be able to know, like, oh my God, you're going to have like a 2-week-old baby and you're going to be trying to read 1,000 pages of law, like coursework over the weekend.
Yeah. No, right. It's not happening. No.
Like, oh my God, like, please get out now. Can you defer your admissions for like 1 year or something? Like, I absolutely could not have functioned after having my first kid, like in the world. I couldn't even remember to feed my animals. My parents were here, thank God, to do that for me. Like I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So all of that, I was like, oh no, please. Like, I want to be supportive of this fictional character, but like, don't do it.
Yeah.
And then Tucker's mom was like a bitch. She was like, did you always have a plan to trap him? And I was like, be a girl's girl. What are you talking about? She comes to visit him and she's like, wow, the apartment's really messy. I'm like, she's in Harvard Law and she has a baby. Like, you should shut the fuck up and clean her bathroom. What are you doing?
Yeah. Come here to help. Like, don't not judge.
I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's too real. You're right. I was like, the stakes are too high. I don't want to read about somebody being pregnant. It's just a fantasy world, okay?
Right.
I'm trying to be happy.
And that doesn't make me particularly happy. It stresses me out. That's why.
Yeah.
It stresses me out thinking about you going through that same scenario.
Like, everything's going to be cool. I know this isn't realism right now, but it's too much.
Yeah. Yeah. And then my last least favorite trope is the love triangle. I understand it as a plot device, and I understand when if there might be two characters that have competing feelings for the same person. I don't want it in a book.
Yeah. I was like, I'm trying to think of like, when was the last time I read a love triangle?
I avoid them.
No.
Really, there's the oh my gosh, why am I blanking on it? Is it my gosh. It's a really good duology. It's the only love triangle I've ever read that I actually really enjoyed. Let me see if I can pull it up. The bonds that the vows.
Honestly, whatever title you told me, I'd be like, that's it. I believe you.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna drive me crazy.
Something
in your library. Val. Oh my gosh, I am thinking of the cover of the book. This is not good, but she, very good reasons, kind of is in the middle of a love triangle, and it's good. It's kind of it. Actually, I would almost say that like Feyre was in a love triangle for a little bit in A Court of Thorns and Roses, and this kind of has that same vibe where it was like you thought one of them was good, and then just as the story continues and you find out more, you find out that the other one's actually better, and so you just change your mind. It's like a swap of people more than she may be confused for a little bit, but not very long. It's like whenever it's drug out or it's like a competition or like a constant comparison between the two, I just get it turns me off a lot with that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm guessing as long as you're not feeling sympathetic toward both of the love interests. That's the important part.
And what's unfortunate too sometimes is I'm like, neither of you should be worried about this chick.
Yeah.
Like what? Why are we fighting over her
sucks.
for? Yeah, she sucks. Yeah.
I wonder who you might be talking about now. I'm just kidding. A certain mortal turned immortal. Just kidding. But see, even now with like Akhtar, I'm like, okay, well, the tension between Reese and Farah is over, right? Now I'm like giving Cassian and Nesta. Like, cool. You guys are together and in love. Great. When's the next? Give me the next tension, please.
Exactly. We need the next tension builder because that's, I mean, Mist and Fury. That's kind of why that's probably why it's my favorite book is because of the tension so and fun. Yes, so much fun. Yes.
Yeah, you want the payoff.
Yes,
I love it.
Yes,
love it.
I know.
Let's see. I was gonna say, some other quick micro tropes.
Yes.
Men falling to their knees. Like especially in again, Bloody, Slutty, and Pathetic. Where I don't know exactly what she says, but Hermione basically is like, I don't know. She just gives him the go, and he's just like, just drops.
Okay. Yep.
I'm like,
That's so good.
Yeah.
And I've definitely outed myself on this podcast before. The nose is rubbing.
Oh yeah.
Between kisses, the Eskimo kisses. I don't know what that does to me, but it just does. Yeah. Or like over the shell of the ear, they talk about like if they're close and like whispering and just I don't know. It's like the intimate, very subtle touches, I guess.
Yeah.
In broad terms is what I
or like anytime they
enjoy.
Like, he touched a strand of my hair, like pulled on a lock of my hair, like something crazy where I'm like, no one has
twisted
my hair like that.
Yeah,
like what?
God dang it.
Yeah. What the heck? This is bullshit. Actually.
If anybody's listening out there, like our husbands. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. I don't care about this. You don't care about me? How happy I am to talk to you. But yeah.
That was so good. Yes. And then, okay, let's see. Whew. I think we've talked about this. Actually, we've talked about pretty much all of these, I think. Oh, except for growling. A lot of people hate that and they don't understand it.
Yeah.
If you find there's some good actors out there that growl or like the deep voices, or I'm even thinking of like Batman, like with, when he kind of like the deep, you know what I mean? Like, whew, yep, I like that.
Yeah. Did I send you that clip of, do you know who Marcelo is? He's like on SNL. He's like a comedian.
Yes.
He's on Hot Ones. And the internet like freaked out because he's like dying. He pours salt on his or like sugar on his hand and he like licks it off. So that's like the first thing that everyone's freaking out about. And then the host is talking to him and he goes, or he says something that's like, "You shut your mouth." But it's like so deep and gravelly. And I was like, when is he getting on Quinn? What's happening?
Yeah, I think you did. It was like, I was like,
my God. Yeah. So just that like, or when they like their muscle, like their jaw ticks.
The jaw tension. Oh. Yeah. When they describe the jaw tick, because I don't know that I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a human do that in real life, but I know exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, like I mean, you've definitely seen it. Then like it's got Henry Cavill. I'm sure he does it sometime. I think I sent you another video of like Garrett Graham does it in Off Campus when she's like, it was a hockey player.
Yes, and
clenches his jaw.
Clenches the jaw.
It does it.
Yes.
Yeah. He's mad. He's mad at that guy. He's going to protect
mm-hmm.
Hannah.
Oh, and it's like that in combination. So people joke all the time. They're like, his eyes darkened. And I'm like, you watch that scene and you tell me that there is not a change. And it's not a color thing. It's not like they go to black or anything, but it's like you can tell the intention in the eyes is different when that happens. That's what they're talking. How's an author supposed to describe that besides?
I know. And sometimes it's like, it doesn't matter because it's in my head. So like you tell me and I understand, even if it doesn't.
Exactly.
You know,
visually work.
Yeah. When they're like talking about the tone of voice somebody used or something like that, where you're like, I have no idea how somebody would portray that in real life using sounds. But when I read that sentence, I'm like,
it makes sense.
Ooh, yeah. I totally get it.
Yeah.
I love reading.
I do too.
To me.
It's so great. I know.
I love it.
And you
so
get to
much.
like experience these different things and different emotions. I mean, yeah. Get to have a crush and fall in love. You've talked about this. It's the best part about reading romance. Yeah, it is. It's great.
Lay sigh. All right, well, I'm off to read a book.
Yeah, me too. Maybe with 1 or 5 of these tropes in it, hopefully.
I know.
If I'm lucky. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm going to start because I'm trying to, I don't know, I might like work my way through the legacy since they're little novellas, just like slowly, but I might jump ahead to The Shots You Take too, which is by Rachel Reed.
Oh,
I have it from the library. Because anytime I'm reading like a hard copy book, which is what I have the Enemy books in, I still will be reading something on my Kindle because, I can lay in bed in the dark and read that.
Fine.
So that'll be happening. So anyway.
All right. Well, happy reading out there, everybody. Let us know your favorite trope if you really want to.
Like, did we miss any? Like, I don't know. It's I'm like, how many are there?
I don't know. I feel like we
I was like racking my brains. But you know what, too? Probably like these are just ours that we read and think about versus like, I'm sure people are like, stalker. Going to your head while they're doing, I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, that one. I've read it, but I don't.
Right. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
We support.
Yes.
Anyway. Okay, cool. Well,
thanks, everybody.
Go read something sexy.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Talk to you later.